Oh, I have my
This
lights.
is comic. This is comic burrito. I hate you. This week in comics.
That time it wasn't intentional.
I'm Todd.
I'm Nick.
And it's this week in comics with your sound on.
Do I not have my sound on, right?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just everything's actually working. All right.
So, one thing I thought of today was that we always talk about like the ones that didn't make it on our list at the end. Do we want to start talking about the ones that didn't make it on the list at the beginning when people are like filtering in?
Because then they know what's not going to be on the list. You can't.
But I think it's the obvious stuff, right?
No.
No? Okay.
It's like, wait, what's obvious that it's not on the list? Is it like bad stuff? We'll talk about stuff we didn't like.
I mean, that wasn't on my list only because I just finished it. Like, I just finished it now.
Yeah, that's a tomorrow read for me. I
felt like it would be kind of dickish if at like Q2 show, if I was like, hey, Todd, change my list.
And it wouldn't happen. That's not happening. You didn't? Nope.
Nope. You didn't read that book this week. It was very good, by the way.
Can't change the graphics that fast.
As someone who like has never read Dune or anything, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's cool. I'm gonna need to reread it from the start, I think, a bunch of times, but I might do it with this.
Actually. Yeah, that's what's really important. Is we need him to have a sleep on as many channels as possible. I feel like we pioneered it, but I really need everybody else to get on board and really get him sleepy. We need Sleepy Poser everywhere.
Yeah. Didn't he do it on his own stream, he said?
On his auction.
On his auction.
Yep. And they kept going without him. It was great. But yeah, hi. Hey, everybody. Heyo, new guy, Ryan. What does that mean?
Ryan.
What does it mean? Also, Kilgore Trout, I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for stopping by and saying happy holidays. We say happy holidays back.
It's Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah. No, I hear you. I was up until 6:30 the night just watching him sleep on ours. It's the best thing. Good times. Memories.
I find I can't fall asleep without watching Poser sleep now.
But I do. I go back to that stream and I watch it.
That's why it has so many views.
And I fall asleep. Yeah. Yeah, that is why.
We should make an app that's just video and sound of him just sleeping.
Happy Festivus.
Hey, Trevor.
For the rest of us.
Hey.
So, yeah, it's this week in comics. Yeah. We are missing a Cole. He's doing family things because 'tis the season for family things. Mm-hmm. But we're going to just carry onward, Wayward Sons, and talk about our Burrito Picks of the Week. Mm-hmm. Burrito Picks of the Week, yeah.
Oh, that's a new drop.
Yep. Oh, where's your video? There you go. Hey, you moved. You were stuck for a second.
I was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We're a little stagger. You're a little staggery.
My Wi-Fi is so bad, and I'm pretty sure it's just because I have like the same router from AT&T from like 4 years ago.
Yeah, you need a new one, man.
And I think I just need a new one because I pay way too much money for my internet to be this shitty.
Yeah.
So like right now, most of the time
I live in America though, so don't.
Yeah, most of the time,
internet.
Like it is normal for me to like you guys are all choppy and frozen, and I just like am here talking and can't even like see you guys. Like that's pretty normal for most streams.
And it's not the case. It's just on your end. Yeah.
It's just here. Yeah. So
that's poopy.
I should probably call them. Maybe I'll do it after New Year's because.
Yeah.
Right now, I just don't want more stuff to do.
So, coming in at number nine, one of my favorite Beatles songs, but not the book, Spider-Woman, number 7. This, it's really fun. It's really interesting. I haven't been reading King in Black. I'm kind of waiting for the whole thing to be done, and then I'll read some collected works or something like that. So I just find it fun when you're reading something and then all of a sudden this tie-in happens and you're like, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. Neat. It was still fun though. I still really like this book. This is my favorite Spider book in a long time.
Now, as someone who hasn't read a whole lot of Spider-Man stuff, can I just read this, or is this?
Yeah, start at 1. You're good. Yeah.
I don't need to like. It's not like Road to Carnage, or I don't need like backstory of.
No. You'll be fine because what you do need to know, they'll catch you up on.
Sure.
Pretty easily, and it's so easy from context. It's
Marvel. I feel like Marvel is maybe better at that than DC is. I feel like they always have that page like at the very beginning that kind of like recaps the last issues, and I always like that.
Right there.
Yeah, there it is. It's like, hey, remember it, but it like starts from issue 1 kind of, and
super helpful during the pandemic.
Yeah, or just if it's been a while, and you're like, oh yeah, I just love that. And if it's calling back to something in issue 2, it'll kind of there'll be like a little like, hey,
it's like the before a TV show. It's like, why did they just show a season 1 thing? Something's coming back.
They did that in like Mandalorian, and Jesse's like, I don't remember that, and it's like, oh, because it's from season 1. Oh,
yep, and it's coming back.
Yep.
Yeah,
got it. Yep. So yeah, that's a good book. I guess I'll have to check it out.
It is a diet burrito.
Mine. Oh, I'm used to holding out my covers, and I didn't get some of my covers.
Weirdly enough, one less ingredient, but it's actually worse for you. It's really strange. Even though it's a diet burrito, it's actually worse for you. So sorry about that.
Oops.
Yep.
Number 8 would be Undiscovered Country number 11, which Todd will put in post right here in my hands. That's the cover there. I had some Christmas presents and stuff that I bought this week, and so I held off on purchasing my physical image books, but it is what it is. It was very sad to like hold them in my hand and like hand them back to Don.
Just picture this says 11 on it. I don't know where
I'll pick this up like Saturday maybe. We'll see. But they know I'm good for it. I liked this second arc better than the first arc, and I really liked the first arc. I think there's more. There it is. I forget this zone, but it's kind of the it's Aurora, I think. It's like the techie. It's like if Silicon Valley was there it is. Was like the basis and stuff for America. So it's a cool little thing. It's neat.
I'm not caught up, so I'm not. Yeah, but I'm excited to catch up because I really love Undiscovered Country.
Yeah, if you're not reading it, you should just like trade weight the whole thing. I'm even considering it now. Just like stop pulling and just getting each trade, because it reads each arc is a different zone of America, and it just reads really well together, and there's a lot going on, so it kind of gets separated for me month to month. But Scott Snyder, I don't have it in front of me, so I forget who the other Tim sure. So, sure, look it up. It's on Image.
We call him Tim.
It might be Tim, I don't know.
It is Scott Snyder and Charles Soule.
Charles, that's what I said.
USB and Kumunkali and Leonard Marcello Grassi, Matt Wilson, and Crank. That is the creative team.
Yeah, Crank.
I was a bad person because. What up, Ace? How's it going? Yay! Thanks for stopping by. And D. Piercy. What up, D. Piercy and Ace? I was bad because I forgot to talk about the creative team on Spider-Woman, which is excellent. Carla Pacheco and Perez, Frank Diamarta, and VC's Travis Lanham. Excellent. So number seven is probably not one that's ever been picked. We might have been picked once in the history of this week in comics. Maybe. It is Detective Comics 1033. I put on my list not so much for this one issue, but it's for Tomasi's run that is officially coming to an end. Now that Future State's starting, and they're starting a new creative team after that. It was a really good run that got cut short, and I think it's unfortunate because it was one of my favorites up until, like, I don't know, maybe it'll still be good after this. But yeah, Tomasi, Walker, Hennessy, and McCaig, they did a great job. I really liked this arc. It was 10:18, I think, to 10:33 was their arc. If I'm remembering correctly. If Wes is still here, I'm sure he'll tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 10:18 to 10:33. Cool run. He was part of the Joker War run, which was actually some of my favorite Joker War outside of the Batgirl issue, which is for sure my number one Joker War issue. Detective Comics had a couple of my favorites. Really good run. No, not Siri. Really good run. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of sad that he's already getting pushed off of it, but I guess with future comes change. So
yeah, what are you gonna do, right?
Yep.
Maybe the next group will do even better. Who knows? I'm not reading Detective because I'm just waiting for the time that I'm just like, I don't know what I want to read, and I'm just gonna just start somewhere, probably New 52, and just start it because I've only read a couple issues of Detective Comic. So
I mean, New 52, there's some of my favorite books are in that batch. So Are you talking about for Detective?
Yeah.
Yeah, Detective New 52. That's a fun place to start.
I feel like if you're getting into DC stuff now and you want to like go back, like you don't want to just start with what's going on right now, but you want to go back, but not like to the 60s.
Back.
Like, right, like New 52 is just a solid start.
Yeah.
Speaking of solid starts,
yeah.
No, we need Cole.
Solid blood isn't this time.
No. But
speaking of really cool storylines,
there it is. Yeah, really cool.
I can do this too. We don't only need Cole, but he's when I can't get it, we're 50-50.
Right. There you go. I think you like this too.
Yes. Batgirl New 52 is amazing. My favorite New 52, which hopefully Ace won't be upset by this because it's really close. It's Batwoman. Batwoman New 52.
That's the one you told. That's one of those. I am head over heels about. I think that's the thing that you have told me that I should read, like the longest, like that I still haven't. I will. I've maybe read issue 1.
That and Justice League Dark from New 52 are the two books that I will like. If you're wanting to check anything out from New 52 and like. It was a cool era of books. Yeah. Those are my two favorites that I would go for, aside from Green Lantern, which seems too easy for me to say. It's like, okay, the Green Lantern guy's recommending Green Lantern. Whoa, okay. What are the odds?
Fine.
Whereas the other two can mean something.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to know how much of how in love with Constantine I am.
No, I know you are.
No, but for my recommendation, it's not biased.
Oh, yeah. Which is why we're talking about Ice Cream Man 22.
Yeah.
Which is our sixth pick of the week. It was a Christmas story. It's very Advent calendar themed.
It's a really traditional classic Christmas story.
It's a very traditional Ice Cream Man story.
That's true. It is a traditional Ice Cream Man story.
It's not. I don't think that like at the end of the run when people are like, what are your favorite issues? I don't think that it's necessarily going to be in that conversation.
No, I don't think it will at all.
Okay. It got done and it was like, okay, like it was a fun little, I don't think I was.
There was more message than there was story.
Yeah. And it wasn't super like.
But it's interesting that they did what they did here, and they also did what they did with the pandemic. Ice Cream Man's being a vehicle for a lot of things, which I don't mind. But I kind of wish it wasn't a number. I wish this wasn't 22.
Yeah.
I wish that this was the Ice Cream Man special, like Christmas special, and it was out of the number.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. That would
Kinda
be
like
cool.
the,
They had this and then a couple more light, like short stories from other people.
Yeah, kind of like what they did with the pandemic one. Because
Yeah.
this didn't feel like an Ice Cream Man issue to me.
No, it felt kind of like not Elseworld, but like it's within the same
Universe,
but it has no
it felt
bearing on.
inspired. It felt inspired by.
Yeah. It was very good. I liked it.
Yeah,
I'm still buying both. I'm still buying both covers.
Of course, I'm shocked.
Well, in my defense, both covers are very good.
That's okay. Yeah, in your defense, all the covers they ever put out are
here's the variant cover picture from Image right there. You can see that Ice Cream Man, and then I clicked on the variant image. Image has on their website has just done that really well.
That's pretty impressive.
It's a cool variant cover for Ice Cream Man.
Oh my god, Philadelphia! Can they get JSA to do an Ice Cream Man cover?
So that's one that
it's so cool.
That's the store variant that I would like, an exclusive that I would definitely.
That you would go for.
I would be fine paying my $25 plus shipping.
Just take my money.
Here it is. Maybe he wants to do one for like our store. That would be cool. We should get him on a stream and be like, do an Ice Cream Man cover just for us.
Right?
It'll be a Comic Burrito exclusive.
It's just he just draws an ice cream cone and a face on it.
Yeah, it's like we'll give you $100 for a 3-second Ice Cream Man sketch. Just you have 5 seconds.
Signature takes longer than the drawing.
I might want to start collecting commissions that way. Of like I'll pay you, but I don't have a lot of money, but it needs to be real quick.
Yeah. I've got $20. Give me however much drawing that is.
Yeah, however much drawing I can get. It's just a line.
Yeah. And their name.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
That's kind of amazing. That's a unique collection.
Nobody steal that idea. That's copyrighted.
Oh, I'm stealing that idea. This could have been a private chat, and someone was stealing that idea because I'm gonna steal that idea.
So I'm gonna get on Twitter after this, and there's gonna be all these messages.
Everybody's there.
Damn it!
What do we got next? Oh man, I feel like I'm drowning in sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not. It's just a nice segue to number 5, CSROs. Oh man. Did you say Ice Cream Man's creative team? Do we need to? I know we talk about
I didn't, but I did take the time to pull it up. It's W. Maxwell Prince, Martin Morazzo as the artist, Sam Wolf Connolly. Oh, that's cover B. It doesn't have letterers or anything. It might be
somewhere. But
Morazzo, yeah.
Ice Cream Man. CSRO's number 2 from IDW. It's Richard Duick. Alex Cormack. And letters are from some Justin Birch. Letters by Justin. Already still. That was quick. Everyone's doing it now. Letters by Justin Birch, friend of the show, Justin Birch. It's still just really cool. If you don't know about this, we did an interview with Rich. Man, I was gonna say a month ago. It could have been more than that for all I know.
It feels like it was like last year. Yeah, it was a while ago because I think
it wasn't that long ago. But wasn't out yet.
No, it was pre.
It was a while ago.
Hype Machine and even number 2. He sent me number 2 because I kept pestering him and he was like, "All right, if you just leave me alone." Just shut up and leave me alone. Here's number 2. You can read it and just calm down. And then I read it and I started pestering him. I'm like, no, this is so good. I need more again. And he was like, number 3 is going to be crazy. And you're going to have to deal with it. So, my shop, I believe still had number 1 and 2 and maybe your shop or number 1. And maybe your shop's the same way. I would pick this one up. I think it's
nuts to me. That's really unfortunate because this is actually unique.
Mm-hmm.
The art is amazing. The story is intriguing. It's so interesting. There isn't another comic like this out right now.
No, yeah, it's very, it's different. It's a space comic that's in the depths of the sea, and
I'm glad you liked it. Number
really
2
good.
is just as good in my opinion.
And he, like I said, he was telling me that number 3. He's like, just wait for number 3.
That's exciting.
He's like, it's shit's gonna get kind of crazy. So and from the last page from number 2, I'm like, oh, maybe I know. And I'm like, I think I know where it's going. And he was like, you have no idea where it's going. And I was like, okay, like
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's a good one. I have this one. Where did I put my books?
You actually have this one?
Oh, I do. Right? Yeah. This is like I am loving this book. I know Todd likes it. I know I've talked to a few people that don't like it. This was very high on my personal list.
We put it in the same spot.
Did we? Okay.
Yes, we did. So I like it at least as much as you do.
Okay.
I really love this book a lot.
Yeah.
It strikes so many chords.
Yeah, listen, I've talked to a few people. There's a dialect issue that some people have because it is
It's
Irish. It's Irish, yeah.
Irish people.
The first time I read it, I thought that I was like, I don't know if I like the writing, and then when I reread it, it was like, oh, it's because
That's pretty good. I don't know if you've read comic books today, Justin. Number 5 is pretty good. Your comic book beat Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And Detective Comics, and Undiscovered Country, and it beat 4
heavy hitters
or big 3 books. Yeah. Scarehead is fantastic.
Scarehead's awesome. I
don't know if it's going to be 4 or 5. Because if it's going to be 5, holy shit! But even at 4,
I think it's at the end. It says to be concluded.
Concluded, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So this is it. Like we're one away, which is nuts. Oh, they are also jam packed. This is a big book. Like there is a lot going on in the. Because where does the story actually go to? So it's 24 pages of story, but there's no like big splash pages or anything like that. There is a lot of reading in it.
There's
very engrossing.
There's one at the end.
It's not technically. It's a full page. It's not a splash.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it is. It is, and the pacing is very, very quick, but also it builds.
It's methodical.
It's very with the second issue even, or maybe halfway through the second issue, it was like maybe this book isn't gonna be moved, and then it's kind of like
never mind.
Like you're going down the hill, and it's just kind of you're going up.
Coaster, like
you won, you're going up, and you're like, okay, and it's got the little dip at the top, and then it's
Mm-hmm. Number 4 I think is going to be awesome, and if you haven't hopped on it yet, just wait and get the trade once it comes out, because it's so close. But if you happen to pick up 1 and you weren't sure, then maybe but if you were into 1, the next it seems like you should be into the rest of the way, because
I think they've gotten better each.
I do too. That's
And there's always I've been tweeting them and stuff, but there's always like just one line specifically that in each one that it's like, that's a good line. That's a great line.
Yeah. Speaking of books that I think keep getting better, number 4 of, which is I went backwards. Number 3 is Department of Truth. Number 4.
There it is. Yeah.
This is the issue that I have been expecting since the first one.
Since 1, yeah.
Really, which makes sense. It's already at 4. I thought we'd be waiting longer to get what is laid out in this one, but I'm really excited, and I'm like ready to go. Like, let's do this. Like, we've got some things now. The
first 3, set it all up, right? Like it's like here's this, and I felt this with 3. It was like okay, and then with this one, it's like, and now that like
it's just wild. It's
right.
Crazy Town Banana Pants is what it is. I felt stupider during parts of it for reading it, which is kind of the idea. It's not it's supposed to be ridiculous. Some of the things, but it's like it makes me like it made me almost upset because I'm like, there are people. There are people. And I'm just like trying not to be frustrated at a comic book.
Right.
When I know Tynan is being like, this is ridiculous.
Right.
And I'm really excited for them to move forward from this point because they've got 2 major plot points now that I'm not sure what will follow more of.
I kind of think it's just going to kind of...
No, I think it'll weave too, but I'm curious if one will be like a mini arc and then there'll be an overarching one for a while, or if they'll actually conclude at the same time.
Right.
Because I could see the one of the plot points being just like the first arc, and then this other point kind of goes over the first like 30 issues or something like that.
Yeah, I guess I haven't heard how long this is supposed to go.
It's ongoing, right?
It's ongoing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know
they probably don't know either.
Yeah, there was definitely like as long as people are buying it.
Department of look at the big brains on Brad.
There was definitely a moment in this one that I'm like, Tinian's not he's not like this. He doesn't believe this, right? Like it's so well written that for like 2 pages, I was like, yeah, I was worried about James. Like, oh no, has he fallen for this? Like, and
he went down a rabbit hole.
Right? He's like, I'm just gonna research this for my comic book, and who knows?
Now he's
like, there was this flat man. Like, no, oh no. Vaccines incorporate microchips. Like, crap. We lost him. He ruined Batman, and then we lost him.
That's why Batman went nuts.
Maybe. Now it all makes sense. He didn't make sense.
He didn't ruin Batman, but he didn't help it. Number two.
I have no segue. I love Black of Heart number 2.
Your heart is the segue, bruh.
I don't remember if I told you No, I think I told you a different book was my number 1. And I think it's the number 1, but the more I think about it, this is probably my number 1 of the week.
This was not your number 1 when we talked about it.
Was it my number 3? It might have been. 2. It was my number 2. Yeah. I would change that on the fly right now, but
can't do that.
It's too late. It's too late. But yeah, it's so good, man. It's just I told you before we started the show that it's like the book that I've been kind of looking for all year, of kind of this like gritty horror, but like it's like
who makes it?
It is Source Point Press.
Yeah, it is.
Charlton and Hollenbeck. I don't know the first names because they didn't put
Charlton
it on
Hollenbeck.
Yeah,
one person.
Looks
like it's Christopher Charlton and David Hollenbeck.
The art is a little like, I don't know, it's distorted and can I show that? I can't show that. No. It is. Oh, I definitely can't show that.
Hey, I've got number 1 right here.
I can't really show any of this. I mean, it's not necessarily spoilers. The panel work in number 2 and in number 1, but especially in number 2, is really cool. They have some like 12 panels, but it's not all black and white. There is
no, but I don't want to go any farther.
Yeah, reds show up.
Yeah, there's reds and yellows.
And it's very it's very graphic.
Some
for one.
Brown.
It's like watching an episode of Dexter, but it's like Blair Witch and like CSI all at the same time, and I think it's like in the 60s maybe. And
it's noir is the genre.
But I don't usually like that, but
this is just hella different though.
Yeah. I would definitely be checking with I'm sure. Actually, I think in this one they have a picture of a second print for number 1.
Ooh, cool.
So I think you can be on the lookout for that if your shop doesn't have it or doesn't. Yeah, there it is. I can show that because they got a couple.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
And some
Yeah.
Gloomhaven.
I might get that. I might get that second
That's
print.
cool.
That's neat. I like
That's
that.
a good cover for number 1.
Yeah, and I'm really liking this one. It's going to be 5 books. It's 2 of 5. Source Point Press from Michigan.
Yeah, Source Point.
Michigan
Travis McIntyre is the editor for it, and he's awesome. He's the CEO of Source Point Press.
It's really good. Thank you, Nat. I haven't seen her talking. Someone mentioned the book, and she mentioned the book, and then I bought it, and then she bought it. And yeah.
Hi, Kenneth.
Again.
Yeah, you covered that pretty well. But yeah, murder mystery.
It's noir crime horror. Very horror. Very serial killer horror. So it has both the detectives trying to get the serial killer and
both sides.
So far they haven't got him yet.
Not much of a spoiler since it's
issue 2 of 5.
Be done. Yeah.
There wouldn't be much story left if they caught him and or her, caught him or her. Who knows?
All right, and then coming in at number 1, which
really good.
Should be not surprising at all because, well, it's the best. Philadelphia number 11. I love this book. I love this so much. Rodney Barnes, some guy named Rodney Barnes writes it, and some dude, Jason Sean Alexander does the art. I don't know.
I hear that guy is not good to work with.
Yeah, I've heard he's terrible to work with. I don't know who I heard that from. I think it was a close guy to him.
I've heard he's very difficult to work with. It's just what I've heard. If he wants to say otherwise,
he should come on the show and tell us otherwise and disprove that. And then Lewis NCT Nicked is the letterer. This book is amazing. It's just so good.
There's one more in the arc, right? There's one more in the arc, right? Or is this the end of the arc?
Because it's I think it's 6 arcs or 6 issue arcs.
Yeah.
There better be at least one more. That's not a great ending. Like that's a hype ending.
Yeah,
that's a hype ending. This is like a let's go ending.
Yeah, there was definitely like 2 very big things that I did not expect to happen in this issue. So at the very end, and there was something in the middle that I was just like, huh. Not even in the middle, maybe even in the beginning.
I was ready for that. I think the one that you're surprised by, I was like, oh yeah, duh.
But yeah, it's if Trevor's still watching,
oh man, he'll get volume 2 real quick.
Yeah, I would like pre-order it on Amazon right now.
Yeah, get it as soon as possible.
The second arc is just as good, if not even better, and you get the little secondary story in a lot of these, which would be interesting in the trade. I hope when I
thing at the end.
When I reread them before the interview, I left them out. And then at the very end, I reread all of those.
Elysium Gardens.
Elysium Gardens, yeah. I read all of the ones so far.
They're so good. They're so good.
At once, and that's
a comic book. Helped. They shortchanged themselves because Elysium Gardens could have just been a comic book.
The other thing I love about Elysium Gardens is that Lewis does amazing colors. Don't get me wrong, but Philadelphia is a book that, like, if they were to put out a hardcover that was black and white, I would definitely buy that. And for a while, it was like I kind of wish I could buy like both. Like if they put it out each week, because again, Lewis's colors are fantastic.
Oh yeah, he does. He compliments.
Then we get Elysium Gardens, and it's like it's just Jason's art with it's not colored, and it's like, okay, now I have
you know, there's got to be, once this is all done, it's an image book. We've got to get a collected black and white version of Philadelphia at the end of all of this.
At least just like the first issue for like
we got to do the reverse.
Do like a free comic book day or a local comic shop day. Like do a number 1 all black and white. I won't even take any money for it. You can send me a free copy, but that's, you can have that idea for free, Image.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just said it.
We'll take 5 cents per book.
Yeah, per book. Oh God. This is a good deal.
So that's going to look way better next month.
So that is the Burrito picks of the week for this week in comics. Yeah. Now we've got our personal picks of the week, which are not very different.
Nope.
Because that's been Nick and I's trend for the last month and a half. We're one or two different at most.
I saw yours and it was like, okay, then I need to change this up so mine are different. And I tried, and it's still. I just picked different.
One different.
Yeah, it didn't work. But.
So my personal picks for the week is number 1, Philadelphia. Number 2, Department of Truth. Number 3, Scarent Hood.
And mine would be Scarent Hood, Black of Heart, and Philadelphia.
Going the other way.
And my number 4 was Department of Truth.
Yep.
So
my number 4 was Sea of Sorrows. Oh, I messed up oh my goodness. I totally messed up the numbers. There's one missing off of my list.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is what happens when I try to make there's my number 5. It just got skipped over.
Oh, what was your 5?
My number 5 was a heavy metal. So somewhere in here was a new heavy metal pick called Terna the Last Takarian? Terna the Last Terrakian. I don't fucking know. It's a heavy metal book. It's what's up, man? How's it going?
Hey.
If you're interested, these are our top picks of the week for the burritos.
Good books. Good week.
This would have been in there somewhere, but I'm a sucker for a new heavy metal one because also Brooklyn Gladiators' first arc is done, which was only 3. So that was kind of like a bummer to me. But Brooklyn Gladiator also finished up its arc
cool.
at least. It's really dope. It's a wild ride. And then Terna started today. Really interesting book. There's just some gorgeous pages on it. Like that's page 1.
Those always look like, whenever you show off heavy metal books, it's always like, man, if that was on the shelf, I would definitely buy that.
It's wild. And then it's this whole first issue is about kind of getting you a basis for her origins. It's heavy metal, so there's a little bit of butt and a little bit of boobs in it, kind of gratuitously. But
it's fine.
She is a badass, and it is an interesting story going around it. It's interesting. I've yet to be disappointed by any heavy metal stuff, and it's so different than everything else. I always just kind of get into it.
It's Tarna. Tarna, says Ryan.
We're being told. Okay. Thanks, Ryan.
Tarna. Now we know.
Oh, and it's written by Stephanie Phillips. So, yeah. It's really good. Stephanie Phillips is the writer. Patrick Zurcher is the illustrator. Colors are by Jessica Colleen and lettered by Marshall Dillon. It's really cool. Much recommend. But I've yet to be disappointed by Heavy. And then we need to talk about Villainous and Dryfoot also came out today. Both are awesome. There was so much good stuff this week. I
wanted to put this very high because it's the end. It was the end final issue of Dryfoot. And number 3 really pissed us all off. And number 4
go on my list because he ruined it for me. So
number 4 did a really good job. I don't hate Jared as much. I don't think I'll physically harm him in any way anymore. Whereas before it was a possibility.
I never would have physically harmed him, but I would have made his day shitty on purpose.
That's right. Done something like let the air out of his tires while he was grocery shopping.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have poked a hole. I would have used
just let it out. So and then left an air compressor so he could fill it back up.
Yeah, like it's just gonna be a nuisance.
Right, like you're just gonna be 10 minutes late to whatever you were doing after this.
Yeah, your ice cream might get a little melty.
Yeah, he's just like, damn it.
Those tracks in here, man. It's all gonna settle to the bottom now.
Shit. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's more like it. So yeah, Dryfoot was fantastic.
He deserves half vanilla on top of all of his moose tracks and all the stuff.
That's what you deserve. Yeah, that's what you deserve.
Yeah,
he'll just be eating it, and it'll be like dropping off his spoon because it's all melty, and he'll just be like, "This is fair."
Yeah, it's what he deserves it. Oh, and
so buy that trade.
Yeah, buy the trade for sure. It is really great. As pissed off as I am at him, towards him, it's still a really good book, and you should pick it up.
I'm mad in a good way. I think I said something about that. Maybe it was on Periscope earlier. It was like I want to be. There you go.
Yeah, pee on the handle of his car. Perfect. Yeah. That is.
He doesn't know, but I feel better.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't really hurt him. But he's fine. It's like, yeah, it's for you, man. Yeah. How could you? You broke my heart.
Yeah, no, he pissed me off in a good way. It was good. It was good.
Because I cared.
Yeah, it wasn't like bad writing or anything. We're just
caught me caring.
Yeah. So that was a good one. Villainous 3.
This is awesome. It was very good.
Yeah.
Picked up well from where 2 left off, and this is a very good run. 4 should be on everybody's radar. Is excellent. Oh yeah, that was okay.
Everybody was freaking out that this was super good, and it was good.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. I wish that would have came before the last one because I'm so hyped after Death Metal 6.
Yeah,
I'm just like, let's go.
Yeah, it's like once 6 hit, it's like, all right.
I wasn't ready to slow down. That should have been
right, and that's I think the problem with some of these number ones that they're doing with death metal. There's definitely more of them than they did with metal. And it really it's great stuff, but it does slow it down. Like I almost wish that it would just like all this stuff could have just come out in a trade afterwards.
Yeah, the other stories of death metal.
Yeah, the Justice League stuff was good. That tie-in was fantastic. Mm-hmm. But
tie-ins are different than the one-shots.
And the guidebook probably should have been just number 1, or like a free preview thing.
Guidebook's still one of my favorite issues.
Yeah.
The Lobo one was.
They got like 2 issues in, and they're like, we need to explain ourselves.
Whoops. You probably need this. Our bad. So yeah. That was good.
Family Tree 10.
Yep, that was a thing.
That was really good. And Scumbag 3 was really good.
Yeah, that was good. Snow Angels. If you're at Comixology Unlimited, you can pick this up for free. It's a preview. It's a number 0 of Snow Angels. It's Jeff Lemire and Jock. So that should. I haven't got to read that yet.
I have a sneaking suspicion that
I'm gonna love it.
If Cole was here tonight, it probably would have been on his list or talked about. I'm guessing. I know he pulled it. I did not pull it just because I need to stop pulling so much, and that seems like it'd be a good trade weight for me. But it looked very cool. If this was like 6 months ago, where like I wasn't getting a lot of books because of pandemic stuff and all that, that is a book that I definitely would have bought. And they had them sitting on the shelf. It was very tempting. Oh, so is that Snow Angels or is that
Snow Angels? It comes out number 1 comes out in February.
But it's on Comixology.
It's on Comixology. It's a Comixology original, and it's really good. Lemire and Jock. That's a good.
Oh, that's the one that I'm like, man,
that's a combo right there.
I remember seeing the Lemire and Jock are doing a comic book, and I was like and they were like for Comixology, and I was like, oh, damn it! Like, didn't they do another one that you really liked, and it's going to print?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because if that's a thing, if going to print is a thing, then I'll probably wait and hope that.
Are you talking about another Comixology one?
Yeah.
Because I've been really liking Edgeworld a lot.
Yeah. No, that wasn't it. There was a different one. Like when it first
there's
started.
also Youth.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, there's also Youth from Comixology.
I think that one's getting printed.
That's cool. Good for them because that's awesome.
Maybe
kind of funny for Comixology to get printed, but I like it. Edgeworld, Snow Angels, Youth, those are awesome. Virtually Yours was really good. Crema, Quarter Killer, Lost on Planet Earth. Those are all Comixology stuff worth checking out. There's a lot of good Comixology stuff that kind of gets under the radar because it's just for us digital people.
Yeah, here it is. 1 day ago, Digital Comic Youth is going to print with retailer incentive. April 6th for Youth. So I'll check that out then.
Oh, cool.
Like, Todd, you should check this out.
Yeah, you should check this out. It's real good.
You'll like it a lot.
Yeah. It probably looks good.
What else did we miss? We've had a few that we've missed in the comments.
I don't know if anybody else is reading this, but An Unkindness of Ravens from Boom Studios.
No, that was one I didn't pick up.
It's pretty good. It's interesting. It's different. It's about two witch families battling it out in like a small town. But it's really cool. I like it a lot.
There was a King in Black that came out today, number 2, maybe?
King in Black 2 came out. Yep. I have not read that because I'm waiting. Oh, please shit. Something is Killing the Children, number 13 came out.
Fuck. What the hell? How did we miss it? It was actually really good, too.
It was really good.
Number 13. Wow. Yeah, no, that was a really good issue of something. I remember reading that, and it was like, man, there's so many other... It's a 13.
Yeah, I'm really into it.
So there's so many other books that I would just like wanted to talk about. I feel like I've talked about Something's Killing the Children a lot. So it was like
that's why some stuff doesn't get up. Like I didn't pick Villainous this time. No offense, Tony, I loved it, but I'll probably pick 4 because I don't want to talk about it every time. There's so many other things and all of that.
Plus your last check didn't clear, so
yeah. So we'll check next time.
Yeah, we'll try again. Yeah. Maybe
we'll only shill. We can only shill so hard.
Yeah. Oh no, Kane Paul didn't get
no. Oh,
there it is.
I'm sorry, buddy. Well, we're still here. Not for very much longer.
No, we're about done. But throw up the picks again.
Here's our picks.
Oh, you gotta.
Well, you can do it. Oh my god. Dear Lord.
There you go. Are you reading Butcher Queen's Planet of the Dead? No, I don't know what that is.
No.
What is that?
Too many books, man.
I know. I don't need another one. That's not like a number 1, is it? Big Girls, Devil's Red. Big Girls. Giga didn't come out this week, did it?
Did it?
I think it's next week. I didn't pull it.
Mountainhead.
Mountainhead is a book that I keep hearing about, and I'm gonna buy that trade.
It's at 5. IDW. I think it was 5th that just came out. Mountainheads is amazing. Origin is really fun. Sarah and the Royal Stars, I'm not reading, and Terminal Punks is fucking rad. Love me some Terminal Punks. That's good grouping.
I like that one. I liked Terminal Punks, but as far as books involving like bands and stuff,
yes, Homesick Pilots. I was off the week that my perfect book came out. Oh my god, Punk Rock Haunted House. It's me.
I bought this for you. Yeah. But also I bought it going like, maybe Todd doesn't like, maybe he'll be like, nah, I'm good. And then I can just keep it. And then that's kind of what I was hoping for. And I sent you the message and you were like, oh yeah, I'll definitely take that. And I was like, shit. So then I messaged Comic Signal and I was like,
another one?
Can you throw another one of those in my box? And then when I pick it up next week, I'll be like, just add it to my poll. Because that one, I sent it to Travis today. He wanted to show his wife. There's a page in here where they do something that I just love when comics do it, because it's something that only this medium can achieve. Where is it? There it is. And it's a full outline of I'm going to hold it back so it's not spoilery at all or anything, but it's a full outline of the house, and it shows you progression of a group of people coming in like here, and at the same time a group of people coming here, and it has like their conversation
snaking through,
snaking through all at the same time.
It reads like two different ways. It's very cool.
So good. And just for that alone, I have to at least have this copy in my collection. Origins I didn't pick up. That was when I skipped. I had to decide between that and We Live, and I went with We Live. I
probably would choose that if I had to, between the two.
It was just because We Live came out first, so that's
We Live has a cooler cover.
Yeah, like folds out. I kind of want to get the second print of that because it's the same but red. And it's
the other color. Yeah, because it was green the first one and then red, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I like second print stuff when I already have it.
Okay, well, that's been This Week in Comics.
Yeah,
we went longer than we normally do.
We usually do an hour, don't we?
No, it's usually 40 to 45. Yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter. Thanks for joining us. Have a happy holiday. If you are so inclined to holidaying over the next few days, please do it safely, do it well, have fun. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Comment, like, subscribe, all those things. Tell a friend if you know somebody who likes comics and they're not watching. Tell them to watch this. It's a good time.
Or if you know somebody that doesn't like, well, not if they're like actively against comics, but if they're just like, oh, maybe, then I have suggestions.
Yeah, give them a go. So or come to the Discord and come hang out with us because I love it and it's my favorite place on the internet. It's in the description. But yeah, thank you. Happy holidays. We'll see you Saturday. If you want to join the Discord, and Saturday you might be able to join us because we're having a very chill time.
The next 2 weeks,
real chill,
because it's Christmas and New Year weekends. Day after, we're just hanging out, and if anybody wants to hang out, if somebody could come with an agenda, that would be cool. Like if you want to come with a book, like the time Ricky came on and talked about
Invincible
and stuff. We need a little bit more of that. Chaos come on and talk about X-Men or something. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. And we'll fall asleep for an hour.
Yeah, you got an agenda. Yeah. All right, Chaos is here. We got to shut this down.
All right, yeah, it's true. We got to go. So yeah, happy holidays, all those good things,
all the stuff. Bye.
Bye.
What the fuck?
No, we're not. We cannot end on that. Oh, gross! You son of a. Bye.
Wait, what's that?
All right. Hey, we'll take you up on it. Come do